Are you suffering from weak pelvic floor, pelvic instability, low back pain, and difficulty engaging your deep core muscles? Hi, my name is Annie and welcome back to my channel, Annie Pilates Physical Therapist. In this video, we'll be utilizing a lot of tools to help support our weak pelvic floor. So if you're suffering from weak pelvic floor, you need gravity assisted like a foam roller. This is a 6-inch foam roller. So if you need a foam roller, come with foam, F-O-A-M. And I'll send you the link of my own foam roller, a soft ball to support your pelvic floor to engage deep core activation utilizing breath work, and dumbbells to help strengthen your pelvic floor muscles. So in this video, we'll start lying on your back and why it's so important lying on your back as an absolute tool for absolute beginner. Because if you are a beginner and you feel having pain on your back and you're feeling a little bit instability standing on one leg, you're leaning on the countertop because you can't stand too long while washing your dishes, or if you feel like you have to shift your body weight in the grocery stores when you're standing in line, and if you're walking for a while, you start having pelvic pain. So in this video, we need to start building our deep core muscles, our hip flexibility, strength, coordination with breath work. So let's begin the program by lying on your back using a 6-inch foam roller. So if you don't have a foam roller, you can actually use a roll towel and make sure it's a 6-inch diameter. So let's begin our program right now. So as I said, 6-inch foam roller. If you need a soft foam roller, comment foam, F-O-A-M right now. And you can receive my own foam roller and use these dumbbells to support gravity assisted. So I'm gonna place this on my hips and the ball between your knees to help engage your deep core muscles. So I'm setting this up. If you need something for support and you feel like the foam roller is rolling off, you can hold on to it for absolute beginners. Don't use the dumbbells. And my dumbbells are only 2 pounds each for absolute beginners. Okay, my friends, so let's start with breath work. So most of my patients, they have created this downward pressure towards their pelvic floor with their breath work because they're stuck in an inhalated state, which is anterior pelvic tilt posture, where you're overarching your spine and then your rib cage are flared up. So we call that anterior rib cage. So you can really actually feel your abdomen, and there's a bony prominence in front of your upper quadrant of your abdominal muscles. So we need to learn to decompress it by pressing it gently down. Focus on your lateral rib cage. So as I said, most patients, they don't know how to expand through their lower rib cage. They ended up breathing through their chest like this, constant inhalated state. So I utilize an elastic band wrap around my rib cage. I could do another video just for that, so you know how to engage utilizing that. As I said, you can use your hand for proprioception, which means a feedback to give that from your brain to your diaphragm. So as I said, you're stuck in that state. Depress it slowly down and keep your fingers and thumbs wrap around on the side of your rib cage and really focus on the expanding. We call this 360-degree breath, which means as you breathe in, you want to expand through your abdomen, not pressing down, but really expanding from the rib cage. So you can place your hand here. As I breathe in, I'm really expanding this way. So this could be feeling tight. As I breathe in, you can see my abdomen rising. So I'm depressing my diaphragm, my rib cage opening on the side, in the front, and on the back. So we call this 360-degree breathing. And then as you exhale, you can use your fingers to give that feedback. I'm zipping up from my lower abs to my navel. So as I zip up, I'm compressing down. You don't want to tilt back like this. You're using your back muscles to zip it up. You want to make sure you really use your abdominal muscles from my lower abs, which is common for a lot of weakness and tightness if you're sitting a lot. Zip it up. I purse my lips. So when you purse your lips, you're slowly releasing air, almost like a tire with a hole, and you're slowly releasing the air out. instead of doing this. When you release the air at the same time, you're not really engaging your pelvic floor. That vacuum seal of canister motion, you're losing that momentum of that deep core activation. Again, let's take a deep breath through your nose. Inhale, expand. Lateral ribcage to the side, anterior into front, and ribcage at the back. And then zip it up. From my lower abs to my navel, and navel up to my upper abs, tightening it. Not sucking it in, but zipping it up. Like lifting your pelvic floor. As you do that, your diaphragm goes back to the inhalation state, and then you go back again. Inhale, expand. I'm giving that space. Exhale, zip it up. Breathe in, expand. Exhale, zip it up. So as I said, you can use dumbbells to help us engage. So most of my patients with tightness on their rib cage because the thoracic spine is tight. So another tool is as you breathe in, you can actually prepare an overhead stretch. So you're gonna feel your shoulders expanding. So as you inhale, I'm gonna slowly show it to you guys. So as you go overhead, I'm gonna place my microphone a little bit closer down so it's not on my neck area, so you can hear me better. So from the side, as you inhale, expand your abdominal muscles, lateral rib cage, overhead reach. That will help that expansion. And then as you exhale, zip it up, engage before you're lifting your hands back to the center, pointing to the heavens, and breathe out. Don't forget to zip it up. Breathe in. As you breathe in, you can see the expansion of my rib cage, overhead reach. And then exhale, zip it up before lifting your hands back to the center, pointing to the heavens, and breathe out. Breathe in, expand, overhead reach. So you can feel that the stretch on your thoracic spine. Exhale, zip it up before lifting the dumbbells back to the center. Again, breathe in, overhead. As you inhale, expand, get more air in. Exhale, zip it up and lift. Two more. Breathe in, overhead. Exhale, zip it up. Last one. Breathe in. Exhale, zip it up. Well done. Now I'm going to engage my hip adductors by squeezing the ball. So when you do that, it helps activate your pelvic floor muscles. As I said, the hip adductors are the mirror of the pelvic floor, which means if you're tight on your pelvic floor, then you're also tight on your hip adductors. If you're having pain during intimacy, if you palpate the muscles on your inner thigh, there's going to be pain. And when you feel wobbly and soft on the inner thighs, then you're wobbly and soft inside as well. Isn't that amazing to know about the mirror of your pelvic floor? So placing your hands pointing to the heavens. As you breathe in, don't forget the expansion. Opening your rib cage as you lower your hands out to the side like a chest fly. Exhale, zip it up, squeeze the pillow or the ball if you don't have a soft ball. Breathe out as you lift your hands up back to the center and breathe out. And zip it up from your lower abs to your navel. Again, inhale, loosen up your knees as you open your arms out to the side. Expand your abdominal muscles. Focus on the rib cage opening, especially the lower ribs. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the dumbbells, squeeze the ball at the same time, and zip it up. Breathe in, expand. Exhale, zip it up and lift. Breathe in. Exhale, zip. I'm squeezing the ball. I'm placing my hands back to the center. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. 2 more to go. Breathe in, expand. Rib cage, open your arms to the side. Exhale, zip it up and lift. Squeeze the ball as much as you can. Last one. Breathe in. Exhale, zip and lift. Now we are progressing by engaging our hip flexors. So this time we're gonna lift your knees up while squeezing the ball. So from this starting position in the center with the dumbbells, as you breathe in, lower your arms to the side as you inhale, and then as you exhale, lift your knees to the center in knees bent and lift the dumbbells, zip it up while squeezing the ball all at the same time. So you're gonna feel shaky now. Breathe in as you slowly lower your feet down. Just tap your toes and lower your arms to the side as you inhale. Slow and steady. Exhale, zip it up. Squeeze the ball and go back to the center. Breathe in. Expand your abdominal muscles and your rib cage. Exhale, zip it up. Squeeze the ball as you lift your knees back and then place your hands back to the starting position. Breathe in. Slowly tap your feet, slow controlled motion. Open your arms apart. Abdominal muscles expand. Exhale, zip it up. 2 more to go. Breathe in. Slow and steady. Tap your toes. Exhale, lift. Last one. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. We are progressing. As you go to tabletop position, we're going to extend your knees, maintaining that pressure between your knees with the ball. And then inhale, bend your knees, and then slowly tap your feet again from the starting position. Breathe in. Expand. Exhale, zip it up with your knees bent, and then once you reach to the center, keep breathing it out while extending your knees. Breathe in, bend, open your arms out to the side, expand, exhale, zip it up, and extend. 2 more. Breathe in, open. Exhale, squeeze your core in, lift your hands and your knees, and then extend your knees as you breathe out. Keep squeezing the ball. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We're building stability, isometrics. Well done. Now hold this position with your knees locked, hands keeping pressed up to the heavens. We're gonna do some double leg circle while maintaining that resistance between your knees with the ball. Small circle like a size of a small dish. As you breathe in, breathe out. Keep squeezing the ball gently as much as you can. Breathe in and breathe out. 5 more circles. Inhale. Controlled motion. Don't do this too fast. The slower, the better. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep breath in. And then let's reverse circle. We'll do counterclockwise. Breathe in and breathe out. 7 more. Inhale and exhale. Keep squeezing the ball. Last deep breath in. Well done. Now let go of the ball between your knees. Place it behind your thigh on your left side. Squeeze it with your left knee. Press the dumbbell, extend the opposite leg. We're gonna do a gentle straight leg raise while maintaining that ball behind your thigh. As you breathe in, breathe out, slowly lower your right foot. This time dorsiflex your ankle, which means point your toes towards you. As you breathe out, arms overhead. This will help stretch your thoracic spine. And once you reach down, toes pointing away like a ballerina, tippy toes, breathe in, exhale, lift. Lift your hands pointing to the heavens, and then your toes on your right, knee lock, keeping the other knee bent with the ball. Once you reach up, you dorsiflex your ankle again as you breathe in, and then breathe out, slowly lower your right foot with your knee straight, arms overhead, both the dumbbells. Stretch those rib cage as you inhale and exhale. Tippy toes, breathe in, and then breathe out, lift the dumbbells, both hands and your right foot. And then once you reach back to the center, pointing to the heavens, dorsiflex your ankle as you inhale, and then exhale down. So once you reach down, you plantar flex or tippy toes as you inhale like a ballerina, and then exhale, lift. 2 more to go. Inhale, exhale down. Tippy toes, breathe in, breathe out, lift. Last one. Inhale, exhale down. We are progressing with a little bit alternation with like a dead bug situation. So from this position, I'm gonna tap my left foot this time with the ball, and then my right arm overhead, opposite arm. So my right arm and left foot, my left toes just tapping gently on the mat. And then as I go to the center, I'm lowering my right foot down with my left arm overhead. Exhale. And then I'm switching left and right. As I breathe in, it's like a dead bug variation. Exhale. Breathe in. Right foot up, left hand up, left toes down, right arm up. I know it's confusing, it's like a dance move. Exhale up. 4 more as I breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Can you turn on the lights again, my love? Last one. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Well done. Now we are switching to the other side. I'm placing the ball behind my right knee and then keeping the dumbbells together. This time, I'm gonna do my straight leg raise with my left leg, toes pointing to the heaven. Before I go down, I'll dorsiflex my ankle, which is toes pointing me. As I breathe in, breathe out, slowly lower my foot down with my knee straight, arms overhead, and exhale. And once I reach down, tippy toes. As I breathe in, breathe out, lift. Inhale, dorsiflex my ankle, and then exhale down. Arms overhead. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lift. Breathe in, dorsiflex. Exhale down. 4 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale down. Tippy toes, breathe in, breathe out, lift. Inhale, exhale down. Last one. Inhale, exhale, lift. Well done. Now we're gonna do a dead bug variation. As I lower my left foot down with my knee straight, I'm overhead with my right hand. As I exhale, and then before I'm switching up, as I lift up, I'm lowering my right foot down, tapping, keeping the ball behind my right knee, and then left arm overhead, opposite side. It's like dancing. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Well done. Remember earlier, most of my patients have difficulty expanding through their rib cage because of the tightness on their thoracic spine and their rib cage. So this is one of the best tools I do. I use a softball. You lie down on it. I'm going to start on my right side. Arms extended. Grab a dumbbell. Bend your knees. As I breathe in, breathe out overhead. Feels so good to open your rib cage. And once you reach overhead, take a deep breath again. You're gonna feel the resistance against the ball, and that will help engage your upper rib cage to open. Inhale, exhale, lift. Get that full range of motion. Inhale, expand, exhale, zip it up. Don't forget the breath work. My love, I want to ask you if the microphone is on the phone. Sometimes it turns off. As you inhale, exhale, lift on the microphone, on the phone. Is it lighting up? On the microphone receiver. Okay, sorry guys. I just want to make sure in this live stream because sometimes it turns off and I apologize. Okay, inhale, exhale, lift. Feels so good in your ribcage to stretch those muscles. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Well done. Now I'm gonna shift to the other side. I'm gonna lie on my left side to open my ribcage on my left. As I said, lie down on it. Bend your knees for support. Reach over. Left hand open. Shoulders really leaning on it. It's placed on my lower rib cage, like this. Not on my armpit, but the rib cage. And you're gonna feel that lovely opening as I inhale, overhead reach. And you might find one side a little bit tighter. So I think this is my tighter side. Inhale, expand, exhale, overhead. It's my shoulder weakness too. Inhale. So really don't forget the breath work, the 360-degree opening. Exhale, overhead. Whew, you can feel that shoulder weakness here. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Whew, that was lovely. Another technique to open. Another technique to open your rib cage is to place the ball on your abdomen to decompress. Grab the dumbbells and open it up. Inhale. As you exhale, lift the dumbbells to a W position like you're doing a gentle rows. Breathe out. Zip it up. Inhale. As you inhale, you press your abdominal muscle against the ball. Lower it down. The dumbbells. Exhale, press. So you're engaging your upper back. Breathe in. Reach. Exhale, pull. 2 more. Inhale. You're gonna feel that the posterior part of your ribcage lengthening, stretching as you reach, and then you contract, relax. So I'm contracting, and then it relaxes as you reach over. Last one. Well done. Now we need to stretch it out. Grab your foam roller. We're gonna do a gentle, lovely child pose with the ball as you breathe in and breathe out. We're almost done. And then you can roll back and forth. It's like a cat and camel with the foam roller. Stretch those shoulders. Open your rib cage. At least 10 rocks. Breathe in. Breathe out as you extend. Inhale as you round. Exhale as you extend. Feels so good on your shoulder blades. It helps open the tightness, especially if you're always rounded shoulder from taking care of your babies, looking down on your phone, if you have desk job, doing household chores. Breathe in and breathe out. And that's it. I'm hoping you enjoyed this upper body mobility core strengthening program. If you have a tight inhalated state of your diaphragm, that will help your rib cage to open to finally engage. If you have anterior flare on your rib cage and you don't know how to do diaphragmatic breathing and you get stuck with this chest breathing. If you love this video, want to learn more about Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, please subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel. Ring the bell so you won't miss anything. Like and share this video. Every like you're giving to my channel, you are supporting me. And if you need to join my upcoming 8-week challenge on June 1st, comment join, JOIN right now, so you can receive the early bird waitlist, or challenge, CHALLENGE, to join my upcoming 8-week challenge to finally revive your pelvic floor health. And if you need my hand to guide you, one-on-one coaching, comment coach or guide. Coach, COACH, or guide, GUIDE, or click the link on the description below and you can access my calendar so you can book a free one-on-one call with me to finally, without back pain, to have a stronger core and improve overall posture. If you're experiencing back pain, pelvic pain, SI joint dysfunction, scoliosis, and other things in between, and you can't strengthen your core muscles and you're still suffering from postpartum weakness and difficulty on rebuilding your core strength for good. If you have more time today, you can check out this video about quadratus lumborum pain, one-sided weakness, and hear about sacroiliac dysfunction. Until next time, my next video training, always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye!